And he's going to do that here tonight.
These two teams have been eager to get back on the ice. And when we come back, they will do just that. It's Wisconsin and Notre Dame coming up next.
Thanksgiving turkey is only served once a year because of how bland and dry it is. Arby's deep-fried turkey is only served once a year because of how flammable and complex the process is. It takes expertise, attention to when the outside crisps and the inside stays juicy. It takes a place like Arby's who is committed to meat, and a person like you who doesn't want to burn your house down for a sandwich. Arby's, we have the meat.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. Thanks again for the Rogers rate on my insurance.
There's no Rogers rate. State Farm just has surprisingly great rates.
I won't tell anybody, okay?
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The first ingredient in this Cliff Bar is brown rice syrup, which is another name for sugar. In this Kind Bar, it's heart-healthy almonds with the taste of dark chocolate and 75% less sugar than the leading Cliff Bar. Be kind to yourself.
Ravens, Patriots, Sunday Night Football on NBC.
Give the gift of fun to everyone on your list with in-store assembly and free curbside pickup. Merry Christmas from Academy Sports and Outdoors.
It's as simple as black and white. Order your personalized license plate today at myplates.com.
Give the gift of fun to everyone on your list with in-store assembly and free curbside pickup. Merry Christmas from Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Back inside the Compton Family Ice Arena, just about set to resume college hockey after an 8-month layoff. We are almost ready to put the puck back on the ice. Tony Simeone with Kendall Coyne, Schofield, and what you will notice is a nearly entirely vacant Compton Family Ice Arena. 200-person capacity allowed in here, and only family members of the players are allowed inside the building. So let's take a look at our starting goaltenders in this one, Kendall. For Wisconsin, they don't have a single goaltender on this team that was on the roster a year ago, so it's the grad transfer, Robbie Baydoun, that gets the nod tonight.
And while they're a young, offensive-minded team, they're going to look for Baydoun's experience to bail them out on offensive zone chances for Notre Dame.
On the other side for the Irish, they are so used to having Cale Morris in net the last 3 seasons, a Mike Richter Award winner, the guy that's backed him up and has waited his time is Dylan St. Cyr. He gets the keys to the car tonight.
He does, and if we're looking for one thing out of St. Cyr besides an excellent game after a 21-month layoff, it's his stick handling ability. It is phenomenal, it is excellent, and he's like another defenseman when the puck comes deep from Wisconsin. Wisconsin
is in the midst of the 5th season under the direction of Tony Granato. A 20-win season when he was Coach of the Year in 2017. Since then, though, they haven't been above 14 wins. He said that they played immature last year. He's trying to correct that going forward this season.
And he said that they've talked about it this offseason. They've had a long 8 months together, and they've come together. They've talked about the hard things that they needed to fix.
Puck is on the ice, and we are underway after 8 months. College hockey is back on a Friday night in South Bend. Irish take the opening faceoff, and they go to work. This is the top line for them. Jesse Lansdale, Jake Pavanka, and Colin Tyson going to work for this new top line for Notre Dame that lost 3 of their 4 leading scorers from a season ago. They're looking for a way to replace some of that offense here in the early goings of this season. It's an exclusively Big Ten schedule this year for all these teams. They'll play 28 scheduled games, 24 against Big Ten opponents, and then Arizona State is also playing 4 contests against every Big Ten opponent as well. Puck is back through center, and it's Linus Weissbach for the Badgers. Hands it off to Cole Caulfield, who gets a quick shot off. That's gloved by St. Cyr. Notre Dame is led by head coach Jeff Jackson, who's done just a phenomenal job here. 16th season at the helm, 2 national titles with Lake Superior State. Before coming to Notre Dame, he's looking for that elusive national championship to bring to South Bend.
And if you talk to anyone in the NCAA, they will always say Coach Jackson's team is one of the most disciplined teams that there is. And one of their areas is defense. But they have to look to generate a little bit more offense than they did last year.
Irish win the faceoff and look for a way out of their own end. A lot of new bodies on both sides of the ice. Both teams lost some key contributors from a year ago. Wisconsin without a couple of first-round draft picks and Alex Turcotte and Keandre Miller, who have moved on to the next level as they have the puck in the offensive zone. Long distance shot is gloved by St. Cyr, and he'll stop play. Well, just a minute gone by in this one, Kendall, and if you've ever been to the Compton Family Ice Arena, you're used to seeing a lot of fans and a lot of energy coming out from the seated sections, but it's just not quite the same. I got to be honest, it is not the same with all these empty seats in here.
It is not the same, but if you're a player on this ice, you are so thankful you're playing tonight. You're kicking off the NCAA season, and you need to play like it.
We talked to both coaches before this matchup, and they both pretty much said what you just said. They are grateful that they've had a chance to play, and they really were complimentary of the conference office, a lot of the administrators at both universities doing what it took to get their teams ready to play college hockey here. Puck comes back through center. Here's Solog Bakic, sophomore for Notre Dame, works his way into the offensive zone, takes a sharp angle shot, and for the first time tonight, Robbie Baydoun is tested, and he makes the easy save. Talked to Tony Granato coming into this one, and they all said that was the #1 feeling, gratitude. It might be different. It might be what they did not sign up for when they came to college hockey, but they're just excited to be on the ice again.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of people around college hockey watching.
It's the only show in town tonight as Landon Slaggert, freshman for Notre Dame, is out there with another freshman as well. And Ryder Rolston. Puck comes back into the Irish zone. Back for it is Cam Burke. Interestingly, with a few Irish players unavailable, Burke, traditionally a forward, playing on the 3rd defensive pairing tonight. And see how 10 and White adjusts for Notre Dame as the Irish have it back the other way. Here comes another freshman. Grant Silianoff sends it across the ice as this all-freshman line goes to work for the Irish. Puck behind the net. Jesper Peltonen working on it for the Badgers. Wisconsin looking for a way out of their own zone, and they do get it out across the blue line.
And one of the concerns of Coach Jackson was the lack of having an exhibition game and the preparation that they had coming into this. It was puck drop and it was go time. There was no preparation. So he was worried about the puck management and the turnovers.
That's going to be something to keep an eye on, certainly here in the early minutes. These teams have not played a competitive game in over 8 months. As Caulfield had it poked away briefly back out to center. Now Jake Pavanka for Notre Dame after the puck. Gets it off to the senior Colin Tyson. He'll stop up, shoot from a sharp angle, and it ricochets back onto the stick of Spencer Stasny. Puck down in the corner. sent dangerously towards the middle, and it's turned over onto the stick of Tyson. They'll send it back down, and the Irish will go for a change.
And Tony, I might add, there's nothing that can replicate game shape. You can practice, you can play exhibition games, you can do whatever you want, but when the puck drops and it's a real NCAA game, it's hard to replicate.
Oh, I gotta say, the energy so far in this first 3 minutes, you can tell that they haven't played in 8 months too. They are excited to be out there. Everybody moving with, I think, a little bit of an extra pep in their step.
Absolutely.
Puck into the corner again. Badgers seeking a way out of their own zone. It's onto the stick of Sam Stang. The freshman had it dislodged for a moment. And Wisconsin will retreat. Came in 7th in the Big Ten a year ago. And it was a Wisconsin team that had so much talent. And Tony Granato was pretty honest when we talked to him earlier this week, Kendall. He said he thought they played immature last year. He said he thought they had to coach a little bit better. And they were very honest with how they approached the offseason and looking to improve this year.
Yeah, he said they had all the talent in the world, but they can't beat teams with one player. They need to work together and come together.
Team that finished last behind really an otherwise Big Ten that was very competitive 1 through 6, and people were kind of just scratching their head because Wisconsin showed some glimpses. They split their series against Notre Dame last season, had an impressive 6-4 win here at the Compton Family Ice Arena, which featured a hat trick from Cole Caulfield, where they looked like the team that many expected them to be. And we'll see what they can do in year 5 under Tony Granato if they made those adjustments in this unique offseason. Lieberman drives one ahead off the stick of Ryder Rolston. And it comes all the way back through center. Caulfield leading it ahead for Roman Ashan. It's out of his reach. He'll go to the bench. Irish will send it deep. Baydoun plays it behind his own net. Back through the neutral zone. Cam Burke lays a nice hit on Tarek Baker to dislodge him from the puck, and it rolls into the corner. Puck lifted out to center and out of the Irish zone.
What a challenging task Cam Burke has, playing defense for the first time tonight in this high-level game.
Well, Kendall, you were forward. You ever play defense?
I don't like skating backwards.
It's a unique challenge for Burke as he actually takes a spill and heads into the boards there.
But he had a great body just a few moments ago.
Baker behind, sends it in front. That shot just goes atop the crossbar and out towards center ice. There's the captain, junior Ty Emberson, weaving his way through center for the Badgers. Has it on his backhand, tried to center a pass that was intercepted by another newcomer to this Notre Dame team, Zach Klusinski. Badgers break it out the other way. Emberson across for Owen Litmark, who shoots wide to the net. Puck again will ricochet its way back out to the neutral zone, and it comes all the way back into the Badger end. A little bit more than 5 minutes gone by in this one. Notre Dame and Wisconsin opening up the college hockey season. Came to a halt back in March after many conference tournaments were in motion. Never got to the NCAA tournament, so no champion was crowned a year ago, similar to what you saw in college basketball. Here's Matt Hellickson sending one ahead. Was looking for Colin Tyson that time. And now it's taken away. Here's Ty Pelton-Weiss, transfer in his second year, coming from Harvard to Wisconsin. Lays it across, long distance shot, did not get through, and Caulfield's there to track it down in the corner. Here's the talented Cole Caulfield, leading returning scorer from the Big Ten a year ago. Was Big Ten Freshman of the Year, as they send it for Pelton-Weiss. It's taken off his stick, poke out towards center as Tyson made a dash for it. It's given back the other way, and back come the Badgers on the attack. Caulfield had it dislodged onto the stick of Irish captain Nate Klurman. Badgers will settle it down on their own end. This is Mike Vorlicki. Spike back out towards center. Trevor Janicki in hot pursuit for Notre Dame. Now goes behind the net. I beg your pardon, that's Max Ellis who's on the ice. Did not see a lot of time last year as a freshman for Notre Dame. Getting a chance to go to work with this second line for the Irish, and play is stopped. Well, Don't miss a minute of America's favorite family drama, nominated for 6 People's Choice Awards. And all new, This Is Us, on Tuesday on NBC. Kendall, I gotta say, This Is Us, one of the best shows on all of television. I thoroughly enjoy watching it. I'm not sure about you, but now in its 5th season, just a great show.
I will have to say it's one of my team's favorite shows.
My favorite character is obviously Randall, especially the younger version of Randall. As this one's driven in on Baydoun, and he'll glove it. You'll also notice, for the college hockey fans out there, a difference this season in how the periods and intermission breaks are going to work. Normally, these teams take a break under 15, 10, and 5. It's kind of an extra timeout for a lot of these coaches to settle their teams down. This year, with the unique circumstances, only one stoppage under the 10-minute mark. And I do wonder, Kendall, especially, as you said, they can't really simulate what it's like playing a game if you worry about fatigue at all here early in the season with that new break format.
You'll definitely feel it, for sure. You rely on those breaks, especially as a coach, too, to regroup everybody, address what needs to be addressed and reset. So they only have one reset a period.
They'll come at the under 10-minute mark in each period as Trevor Janicki takes it away for the Irish and looks to go to work in the offensive zone. Janicki tried to get it down low. Now some help comes from Grant Silyanov, one of the freshmen to join this team. Landon Slager, another freshman in hot pursuit in the Badger end, pressuring Tyler Inamoto, one of the defensive leaders for this Badger team. This one spiked towards St. Cyr, and he calmly covers it with 12:05 left in the first. Well, we talked to both coaches coming into this week. Jeff Jackson really said a lot of the same things that Tony Granato did. The big thing he wanted to address, though, as far as the team, was that they have to find a way to put more pucks on the net, Kendall. He didn't think they did enough of that last year, and it reflected in their scoring. They were 6th in the conference.
And he talked specifically about faceoffs, power plays, and hitting the net, getting pucks to the net. But he said they lacked at hitting the net, which sounds so simple, but it is definitely more challenging.
Well, as a scorer, that was something you were in your time at the college level, and now, of course, at the international level. How tempting is it to maybe get too precise when you have some of those chances?
Well, this game is fast, so if you get a shot, you take advantage of it. But if you work to get that shot, you need to hit the net. Because oftentimes you miss the net, you're usually starting the other team's breakout.
This puck is driven back into the Badger end as we approach the 11.5-minute mark here in period number 1. Tony Simeone with Kendall Coyne-Schofield. There's 2 teams that were set to miss the NCAA tournament last year, and they have postseason aspirations. Both Wisconsin and Notre Dame, high-caliber programs that expect to be in the postseason, looking to kickstart their year with a victory. Wisconsin, of course, a storied program with 6 national championships, and you see Tony Granato on your screen return to where he played his college hockey. And you talk to him, you know he's determined to get this program back to where it was.
And what you'll notice right now is the official is actually asking Coach Tony Granato which side he wants the face-off. A new rule in the NCAA this year that on an icing they get to pick which side they go to. And of course, Pelton Bice is a lefty, so they will want it on the left side, which is usually easier to win on your backhand.
Is that what most coaches would do, you think? Pick where their face-off man might want to take that puck?
Definitely, depending on the hand of the center.
That'll be interesting to monitor throughout the season. There's also some new overtime rules that we'll see if get put into play tonight, but they're going to skip the 5-on-5 this year, which has been a staple of college hockey in the past, and go directly to the 3-on-3. It'll look a lot more like the NHL overtime should we get there tonight.
I love it. A lot of goals, a lot of offense.
I had a feeling you might like 3-on-3 as that puck is centered towards net. Now a rebound try hops into the corner. Now is Nick Clerman crashing down with a quick shot. And the Badgers dodge the opening bullet of this one. Now Emberson weaves his way through, gets one towards the net. It leaks through the crease and into the opposite corner. Well, as you might expect, 10 minutes in, this game's starting to open up a little bit after these 2 teams have maybe gotten their feet under them for the first time in 8 months.
The second and third chances are starting to be there. That's what happens when people get tired.
Roman Ashan tried to send it to the opposite corner. Nick Lieberman, talented defenseman for Notre Dame, in his junior season, sent it ahead, had it intercepted. Then Max Ellis makes an effort for it and is able to hold the puck in the Badger zone. Puck comes out towards the line. Lieberman holds it in and slides it across. Now Hellickson shoots. It deflects up high, off the boards behind the net, and rattles into the corner. Anthony Kerr able to gain center, drive it into the Irish end, and the Badgers have time to change. Hellickson drives it off the wall and connects with Matt Steves. Badgers, though, able to set it down. They break it out for Brock Caulfield, the older brother of Cole Caulfield. Shoots one off the pads and stick of St. Cyr. Goes into the netting, and we have our first stoppage. 9:19 left in the opening period. No score between Notre Dame and Wisconsin.
Oh, morning sun, come our way.
There you go. Still warm.
This is the song of the day.
For some of us, our daily journey is a short one. Save 50% when you pay per mile with Allstate. Pay less when you drive less. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
We asked college kids if they would get up early for a Burger King croissant.
No, it's too early.
I didn't even know Burger King had breakfast.
This is good.
This is better than what I usually eat. Definitely worth waking up for.
The BK croissant. Get 2 for $4 or mix and match it with a biscuit sandwich. Your way. Way better.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
Objection.
Overruled. And right now, earn 100,000 bonus miles when you spend $20,000 in your first year.
I'll allow it.
What's in your wallet?
I did some early shopping this year. One for you, one for me.
I love it. I got us a little something, too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you and one for me.
I love it.
Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for me.
I love it.
I like red.
Shop early and enjoy GMC Black Friday offers all month long. Pay no interest for 84 months on most 2020 Acadia and Terrain models. We are professional grade GMC.
One of the best scoring chances of the game right now came off this chance with Nate Clerman jumping in, getting a pass from Colin Tyson. But what you'll notice is actually Ty Pelton-Bice. He went over the stick of Clerman. He needs to go under to eliminate that scoring chance. But great job jumping in by the captain, Nate Clerman.
Now, Clerman, you see, wearing the C on his chest this year. Junior captain. Actually, the second time in the last few seasons that Notre Dame's had a junior captain as a defenseman. Andrew Peak from a couple seasons back was the last one to wear the C in that position. When you vote a junior a captain, Kendall, that means serious business if you're putting that person in charge of your team.
Absolutely, and Coach Jackson actually said he needs to submit his name to the athletic department for it to be approved, which speaks volumes to the integrity of that position here at Notre Dame.
He said there was a team vote and then the coaches get together, but as you alluded to, the university still has to approve any captain at Notre Dame, and they approved Nate Clerman quite swiftly, so he gets the nod. And you see him right there breaking up a good chance, or having a good chance on the offensive end for Notre Dame. Mostly known for his defense, though, has not scored a goal in his career as Pierce Crawford tries to weave his way through the offensive zone. It's knocked onto the stick of Matt Steves. Now Ken Burke drives one from the blue line, and Baydoun's able to make the stop. Back come the Badgers. Here's Brock Caulfield shooting wide of net. Puck comes down behind the net, and the Irish look to get out of their own end. It's Solon Bakic getting it ahead for Pierce Crawford. Puck rolling around center, and Cam Burke comes up to whack it into the Badger zone. Mike Vorlicki will take his time behind the net. Up for Tyler Inamoto, and the puck hops into the Irish bench. Listen to that last chance from Burke as he drove one on Baydoun.
Well, Matt Steves does a good job taking body position to allow that back pass to Cam Burke. I think Cam Burke is more comfortable maybe in the slot, taking that shot from a little bit closer, but great scoring chances, and I think Coach Jackson would be happy to see the offense that he's generating out of his defensemen so far in this game.
Well, that's got to be the one benefit of moving a forward like Burke to the defenseman spot, is that if he gets the puck, he's going to know what to do with it, Kendall. He's going to be looking to score.
He's going to want to jump up 100% of the time.
May have to worry about the repercussions if it doesn't work out going the other way. Could be an odd man rush going the wrong direction.
But so far with 5 shots on goal, they're hitting the net.
Approaching the 8-minute mark of this opening period. Captain Ty Emberson settles it down behind his own net. Looks for a way to bring it out of his own zone. Here come the Badgers. Inamoto gains center, flips it into the Irish zone. Behind the goal line it goes. Lieberman's there. Then Ryder Rolston, freshman, comes to lay it off into the opposite corner. Lieberman gets it back for Matt Hellickson. Spikes it off the glass. Out towards center. Landon Slaggert in hot pursuit. Gets it off to Silianov. His shot saved by Beydoun. And Slaggert tracks it down. Back out to the line for Lieberman. And his shot deflects wide. Silianov gets it around behind the net. Emberson with time and space will clear his own zone.
I know we're only halfway through the first period here, but this all-freshman line has been very impressive, and they're not playing young at all.
Silianov, Slaggert, and Rolston. Young but talented, and they've had a good pep in their step here in the opening period.
And sometimes as a freshman, you get caught up in the systems and everything you've learned over the last 8 months, but they're playing with confidence.
Oh, here's Pelton Bice, gets it across for Linus Weissbach, and the Badgers have the first goal of the night. A beautiful feed from Ty Pelton Bice, and Linus Weissbach finished the job.
Well, it starts with just a clean breakout. Pelton Bice makes a good slip move, and just a phenomenal shot by Weissbach. There's no chance for Dylan St. Cyr there.
Weissbach, the senior, all Big Ten freshman team in his first year, had seen his scoring dip a little bit, but against Notre Dame, he's put up numbers. Had 4 points in 4 games last year against the Irish, and he has the opening tally here tonight. And how about Ty Pelton Bice creating that offense? Really worked some magic to get that puck to Weissbach in a scoring spot.
Yeah, and if you're Nate Klurman, you want that play back. You want to put the body. You don't want that puck to go through your legs.
So the Badgers draw first blood. And now we'll see how this game shakes out from here. I got to be honest, it had to be a bit of a surreal first 20 minutes or so as these teams have adjusted to this environment. But I think seeing a puck go in the net, seeing a goal reaction, starts to feel a little bit more like a hockey game for both these teams.
Oh, definitely. And the competitive juices are flying even more.
Badgers hunting for more here. Dylan Holloway, talented sophomore, goes to work behind the net, getting worked on by Spencer Stasny for Notre Dame. Puck trickles out, quick shot this time by Stang, and St. Cyr is able to get the stop and freeze it. That's that last chance, Kendall, and another good stop by St. Cyr.
Yeah, Notre Dame got caught puck watching. And when there's two red jerseys down low, someone's high and someone's open, so they got to find that. And Roman Ashan did a nice job finding the open guy.
Badgers get an offensive zone faceoff as a result, and off the faceoff, they get a shot on net. St. Cyr comes out to smother it, and he's able to freeze it. That was the freshman, Matthew D. St. Fowl. And early on here, St. Cyr is being tested a little bit here in this opening period.
Here you see a clean face-off win. Obviously a set play by Wisconsin.
And St. Cyr able to make the stop. Then this one comes towards the Badger bench. And it's touched, so it'll stop play and bring a face-off to center ice. Well, next Saturday on NBC, 2 clubs filled with world-class players and dynamic scorers will take to the pitch. It's Tottenham and Manchester City. All rise for Premier League mornings next Saturday, 12:30 Eastern on NBC. Should be a good one on next Saturday as the Premier League is in full swing right now. College hockey not quite yet in full swing. Tonight's the really only show in town. A couple more conferences getting started as this month goes along. So a real opportunity for the Big Ten to put on a show this weekend with Notre Dame and Wisconsin in action. 5.5 minutes left here in the opening period. Tony Simeone with Kendall Coyne Schofield. As we get a chance to watch live and in person the first college hockey game in 8 months. Here's Jack Gorniak for the Badgers. Had it taken away onto the stick of Slaggert. Here comes the long-range shot from Plusinski. It's knocked down, didn't get through. Then a big hit behind the net as Rolston takes a lick from Ryder Donovan. Gorniak gains the zone on his backhand, gets back to his forehand, and St. Cyr has to make the save. An excellent individual effort by Gorniak, and the Badgers are really starting to test Dylan St. Cyr.
Well, that Gorniak chance started in the D zone with a block by Tyler Inamoto. He made that block. They were able to get on the offense, and just a great individual effort. He uses a lot of puck protection, drives to the net. There's nothing anyone could do there because he did such a good job protecting the puck.
Now, St. Cyr has now made 7 saves. And this is his first start in 21 months. In fact, the last time he started a game for Notre Dame was not last season because he sat out to redshirt. It was the year before when he made 32 saves in a 5-2 victory against Wisconsin. So he's got experience, played 5 to 6 games in each his freshman and sophomore season backing up Morris. But this job certainly feels like his going into this season.
And when you're sitting in the stands in a whole season, you're so ready for this moment. You're sitting there saying, I want to play, I want to play. So you know he's been waiting for this opportunity for a very long time.
Well, especially considering that Cale Morris came back last year for Notre Dame when many thought he might move on to the professional ranks. So it seemed like St. Cyr might get a chance last year as Michael Graham weaves his way through. But he had to wait an entire season last year and sit out to preserve his eligibility before getting a chance to be the full-time starter this year. So he's been incredibly patient throughout this whole process.
But the beauty of that is Dylan St. Cyr had the opportunity to learn from Cale Morris a whole nother year.
Yeah, well, St. Cyr has great bloodlines, as you know. And his mother is, of course, Manon Rayom. This is a great photo, Kendall. We're going to spot some people. That happens to be you, is what I'm told. So that's Kendall Coyne right there. There's Dylan St. Cyr. And then his mother, Manon Rayom, famous for her goaltending, actually the first woman to ever suit up in an NHL game. I mean, you got to tell me about that photo. And there's a great look at her in the stands tonight.
And she was the first person to bring an all-girls team to the infamous Quebec Pee Wee tournament. That was us together. I was 11 years old. Dylan was our team mascot. He would do a shootout as a player before every game, but he was our team mascot. Mano was my coach for a very long time and a pioneer this game in the women's game.
What was it like playing for her, knowing what she's meant to women's hockey, to get a chance to play for her at such a young age? What did that mean to you as a young girl growing up?
It goes back to the quote, if you can see it, you can be it. And I saw Mano at 11 years old, and she helped guide me through my career, whether it was in women's hockey, boys hockey, whatever I was doing. She provided so much input. And even though she played for Team Canada, I don't hold that against her.
You do have a good rivalry with Canada, as Holloway gets a shot in the slot, and Manon Rayom's son is up to the task again, making another save at the top of his crease. Wisconsin getting a lot of chances on St. Cyr here.
Yeah, a lot. And there you see Dylan, he likes to play the puck, but that one was a little bit of a miscue. I think the defenseman need to communicate a little bit better to tell him what his options are. And just, again, Holloway, you can't leave him wide open in the slot like that.
Something that was discussed in the lead up to this game as the faceoff is won. Inamoto will shoot and St. Cyr makes the save, but St. Cyr is the player that moves the puck a lot more, Kendall. So what kind of complications or benefits can that create for the skaters out there?
There has to be 100% communication anytime he leaves his crease to go get the puck. The defensemen and the forwards need to be communicating with what's open, what's not open.
Keep an eye on that throughout the night, as he almost had a miscue that time that led to a goal, but the margin remains just one here as we tick under the 3-minute mark of the opening period. Linus Weisbach has the only tally for the Badgers to open up the scoring here in 2020. This puck is chipped ahead, and off to the races is Dominic Mersch. Spencer Stasny does well to win the puck from him, get it up to Janicki, and back come the Irish through center. Crawford gains the center line, sends it deep, and the Irish go for a change. Here comes the freshman line. Silyanov in pursuit as Ryder Donovan gets it in deep for the Badgers. A battle in the corner. Matt Steeves for Notre Dame gets there for a moment. Then Gorniak takes it away and hustles after it in the corner. Spencer Stasny tried to get it out. Good stick work that time to hold it in at the blue line. Badgers did not have to tag up. Spill taken by Ryder Donovan. Klerman trying to look for a way out of his own zone. Gets it up for Steeves. And this long-range shot ricochets off the boards behind the net and then took a tumble towards the crease, but it's cleared out the other way. Josh S. got to it first. Irish freshman going to work here as Slaggert and Silyanov will head to the bench. Freshman for Wisconsin, Anthony Kerr, gets it in deep as St. Cyr comes to play it behind his own net. Lieberman lofts it high in the air. Mike Vorlicki back through center for Caulfield. Big Ten freshman of the year a year ago. Scored 19 goals for the Badgers. As the puck lays in the corner, Nick Lieberman with some space, able to send it up to the neutral zone. Here's Weissbach, has the goal, was looking to connect with Caulfield. As they're under the final minute in this opening period. Alex Steeves gloves it down, tried to get it out to the point, had it taken away by Weissbach. And he gets it off to Peltonen. Back through center. Now Michael Graham for Notre Dame settles it down. Michael Graham, someone that's tormented the Badgers in his 2 years at Notre Dame. 8 of his 16 career goals have come against Wisconsin. Imagine Badger fans don't want to see 15 in white tonight.
And if you're Notre Dame, get the puck to him.
That's for certain, as Holloway makes his way into the Irish zone. Taken away, Colin Tyson throws it ahead, just out of the reach of Inamoto. This will be an icing call with 12.4 left in the opening period. Well, as a freshman, Michael Graham led Notre Dame, or was tied for the team lead in goals. And half of them his freshman year came against Wisconsin. And then sure enough, last year, half of his goals came against Wisconsin as well. It's something about playing against those Badgers.
Wisconsin's going to have to run something here with 12 seconds left. They clean win.
And then given away, Jesse Lansdell looking to break it out for Colin Tyson. He's going to beat an icing call with 3 seconds. The puck's going to come to a halt behind the net, and that will end the opening period. All in all, pretty fun to have hockey back on the ice here at the Compton Family Ice Arena. Wisconsin has the 1-0 lead thanks to Linus Weissbach.
Thanksgiving turkey is only served once a year because of how bland and dry it is. Arby's deep-fried turkey is only served once a year because of how flammable and complex the process is. It takes expertise, attention to when the outside crisps and the inside stays juicy. It takes a place like Arby's who is committed to meat, and a person like you who doesn't want to burn your house down for a sandwich. Arby's, we have the meat.
We're back on the Corona Hotline Show with superfan Jeremy. Jeremy, it's a long season. How do you unwind?
Well, I grab a Corona.
Go on.
And I watch football.
And
that is it.
Brilliant.
Call in now to find your game day beach.
If his underwear's off-key, gift him some Glee. Salvage this season with underwear. Only at Duluth Trading.
It's been an extraordinary year. Get ready for an epic night.
This is amazing.
November 15th, we're honoring Jennifer Lopez, Tracy Ellis Ross, and Tyler Perry. Hosted by Demi Lovato. The E! People's Choice Awards, Sunday at 9.
On Her Turf is inspiring.
Give the gift of fun to everyone on your list with in-store assembly and free curbside pickup. Merry Christmas from Academy Sports and Outdoors.
At Batteries Plus, we power family road trips. We power bedtime stories. We power our local hospitals. We power connections with friends. We do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. How powerful is that? Need a phone fixed? We got it. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
We got no free pass. The door wasn't open for us. We had to knock it down. Because more powerful than respect given is respect earned. The unmistakable Lexus IS. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Back here at the Compton Family Ice Arena, 1 period in the books between Notre Dame and Wisconsin. Badgers have the lead. This is a Notre Dame team that's seen a lot of captains come through this program that have led in different ways. This year, their captain is junior defenseman Nate Clerman, and I had a chance to catch up with him earlier this week.
So Nate, this was a very unique off season. Just tell me what you guys did as a team to kind of stay together through what were some really unprecedented circumstances.
Yeah, well, when we went home for the first couple months, obviously we had to go virtual, and taking a break from the off season right after finishing in Minnesota, we gave guys a couple weeks, maybe even three or four, and then came back together and talked about what happened last season and how we were going to address what we wanted to do moving forward. And we had some great conversations, and obviously guys were limited with on ice and workouts, so it was a combined effort from everyone to be accountable for their own effort that they could put in with whatever weights or ice access they had. But I know each and every guy on our team was accountable to themselves and to the team, and we came back in the fall and everyone looked good.
Being away from hockey, did it change your perspective on the sport, or is there anything you learned about yourself or your teammates throughout this really unique offseason that you're going to take with you going forward?
Yeah, the first thing that comes to mind is when you get into college hockey season, you're practicing so much and you've got school all the time and your schedule is really packed up day to day, and sometimes you take it for granted where you are and what you're doing on a daily basis. And when that was taken away from us in the spring, and even not being able to come to summer school this year, we really just valued, I think being here now, we value every day the chance we get to be at the rink and getting on the ice with one another.
It's been a long time away from the ice, like you said. What do you think it's going to feel like on Friday night when you guys finally get out there and play a real game?
Yeah, I mean, we've been going for a while now with no games, longer than I've ever been before in the fall. So it's starting to feel like a game's kind of coming up this weekend, but the weeks backing up against each other and playing scrimmages against each other. There's competing in battles, but there's nothing like playing against another team. So all that built-up energy is gonna show on Friday night, and we're excited to get after it.
It's a really unique schedule this year, playing a lot of Big Ten teams, almost exclusively all conference opponents. What's that going to be like for you guys coming out with a Big Ten game right out of the chute?
We love it. I mean, we love playing the Big Ten. The Big Ten is a super competitive league. Every game is 1 or 2 goals, and then every roster is deep all the way through.
You were named a captain for this season. Just what did that honor mean to you?
It's a great honor at a school like Notre Dame with the tradition. And one of the reasons I came to the school was the tradition at this place, and just being around other athletes at this school has always been something pretty special to me. And the fact that my teammates voted me in that position means a lot to me. And I just hope that we can fulfill what we've been working towards this summer. I think my only duty is to show up and not change anything I do. Just commit to working hard every day and try to lead by example a little bit. But I'm just thankful to have the group around me and try and do something special this year.
Hey guys, it's Mark back. We gotta go.
Not yet.
There he is.
Mark!
Let's go.
Don't trip.
We're gonna leave without you.
Don't spill those drinks.
Then we gotta get going.
Yeah, buddy. Did you get the extra napkins? Napkins?
Let's go!
You forgot the napkins.
Again?
There's a meal for every moment at McDonald's, especially when you buy one of your faves and get another for just $1.
You didn't choose a pandemic or to be unemployed, but you can choose what to do next. With over 99,000 auto and diesel jobs in demand right now, you can train to be a skilled technician in less than a year. Take the first step now at uti.edu.
I really appreciate that Patrick Price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm.
Here's the deal, Patrick. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Let me repay the favor with some field passes. Come on.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tuck, you want to walk?
Come on, Tucker. Let's go.
Tuck, wanna walk, boy?
Tucker, you want to go out?
When the whole family needs an excuse to get out, Nutro's clean recipe will help your dog keep up.
We all have our own journey ahead of us, our own hopes and dreams. We'll pass many milestones, moments that define you and drive you to achieve even more. So celebrate every one,
Because success isn't just about where you want to get to. It's also about how you get there.
Cut on rehearsal.
The all-new 2021 Cadillac Escalade. Never stop arriving.
Back here on the campus of the University of Notre Dame, Wisconsin has the 1-goal lead after 20 minutes of play. Well, the second installment of the award-winning drama Save Me comes to Peacock with Save Me 2. A father's search for his missing daughter continues, and this season brings more secrets, more suspects, and more surprises. Sign up at peacock.com to stream the gripping new original Save Me 2. This has been a good one between Notre Dame and Wisconsin. Badgers have the opening goal, and really the discrepancy in shots is what pops right there. The Badgers put the most chances on Dylan St. Cyr. We'll see if the Irish are able to get an equalizer in the second period. Back with the second period. After this, Wisconsin has a 1-0 lead over Notre Dame.
There are many reasons for waiting to visit your doctor right now. But if you're experiencing irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, don't wait to contact your doctor, because these symptoms could be signs of a serious condition like atrial fibrillation, which could make you about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Your symptoms could mean something serious, so this is no time to wait. Talk to a doctor by phone, online, or in person.
It's footlong season at Subway, and Meditron's got some new news. Contactless curbside pickup is here. Just tap for Tasty in the app and pick up contactless. Because it's safety first, right, Tiny Car? You wearing your seatbelt, little man? Subway, eat fresh.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for him, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. Become a member. Get an insurance quote today.
I've always wanted to do that.
Next round on me.
One shake and cats come running. So be careful what you shake. Temptations cat treats. All it takes is a shake.
Lamar Jackson is a nightmare to game plan against.
Oh my goodness.
So if you think Belichick's had this game circled, see you Sunday night. Ravens, Patriots on NBC.
As your family grows, so do your needs. Whether you need a larger home or looking to improve your existing home, First Community Credit Union will help you maximize your investment. First Community Credit Union is your local lender that offers some of the lowest rates in the market. With on-time closings and a rate match guarantee, rest assured that we'll do what we can to make home ownership a reality and get you back to living life. First Community Credit Union, the home for your future home loan.
Now's the time to haul home more durability and versatility. Get a great deal on the Kubota L2501 DT compact tractor with loader, 20-foot orange line trailer, and Land Pride box blade and rotary cutter. The #1 selling compact tractor series in the U.S. for a decade is ready to get every job done right. Right now, bring home this package deal for $20,499 or $269 a month.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Back here in South Bend, Wisconsin has a 1-0 lead over Notre Dame. And let's take a look at that goal from the opening period. Really some great highlights in that opening period.
Definitely. There's a lot of back and forth play, a lot of scoring chances, and some scoring chances that should have been eliminated. But this is the first drop of the puck in 8 months. And you'll see there's some sloppy plays, some opportunities that shouldn't be there, like that goal for Wisconsin. But here you see the defensemen from Notre Dame getting involved, getting active, getting shots. Here's Bryce, he's coming down the wall. Notre Dame has great back pressure, has numbers coming back. They needed to squash that opportunity on the boards, but Pelton Bice makes a phenomenal pass to Weissbach, and there's no chance St. Cyr can stop that.
Yeah, Ty Pelton Bice, who played his first 2 seasons at Harvard, transferred to Wisconsin, set up Weissbach, who has the opening goal tonight. Only had 4 last year, but you saw had 4 points against Notre Dame last season in 4 matchups. And Badgers have the only goal of the night. 20 minutes in, we embark upon a new 20 as these 2 teams switch sides. And puck is in on Beydoun, who really wasn't tested much in that first period, Kendall. I didn't think the Wisconsin goaltender got really any difficult chances sent at him by Notre Dame.
No, the Wisconsin Badgers did a good job boxing out and containing the shots of Notre Dame to the outside, which made it easy for him. Shots to the chest, all the shots that he should save.
Beydoun, a grad transfer from Michigan Tech. A record of 10-11-2 in his career at Michigan Tech. Big Ten a little bit trickier to navigate here, as Inamoto almost lost it for a moment. Badgers have to work out of their own end here, as it's knocked down by Pavanka and finally spiked out to the neutral zone. Jake Pavanka backhanding one that Weissbach intercepts.
We need to look for this veteran line of Notre Dame to do a little bit more than they did in the first period. Get this team going, get this bench going. The energy is not going to come from the crowd.
That's for sure, as the crowd is almost non-existent here. Just family members allowed into the building tonight for this contest. No more than 200 people allowed to spectate as well. As the Irish bring it back the other way. Here's Ellis. Works his way with a sharp angle shot that Beydoun steers aside into the corner. Comes out to Lieberman, who drives one, and Beydoun is able to make the stop.
And here's the chance from Lieberman. Ellis does a good job getting the shot. Again, not a great shot, an easy save for Beydoun, but then a great follow-up with Lieberman. If you're Michael Graham, you need to get your butt to the front of the net in front of Beydoun so he can't see that shot.
Already seems like a minute into this one, though. The message was received in the locker room, Kendall, to get the puck towards Beydoun. Already more pucks headed in that direction for Notre Dame.
More pucks just need more bodies to take his eyes away.
Badgers win the face-off and break it out through the neutral zone. Holloway had it poke free for a moment, then it ended up on the stick of Roman Ashan, who tipped one just wide of the net. Holloway trying to keep it in the Irish end, comes back out towards center, and now it's back to the neutral zone. Holloway lost an edge and went down. Hellickson takes it away for Notre Dame, flips it up towards center, was looking for Alex Steeves before it was intercepted by Anthony Kerr. Hellickson drives one off the wall for Steeves, sends it back onto the stick of Nick Lieberman, who lost control, and it's given away to the Badgers. Josh S. sends it into the Irish zone where Hellickson retreats. Then he lost the puck in front of his own goalkeeper. Then it was given away and right onto the stick of Stang. Those are some of the mistakes I think both coaches alluded to we might see in this opening weekend.
Yeah, like we said, there's no exhibition game, so you're going to get the kinks out in some way.
And they all said this is the longest layoff really any of them have experienced like this. And I think it had to just feel great probably to get back on the ice and play somebody else. That's what they both said, Kendall. We want to play somebody else, and they got to do that here in that first 20 minutes.
Yeah, because it's fun to exploit the weaknesses of another team. They know their teammates well enough.
They've gotten probably plenty familiar with them the last couple of months they've returned to campus, as Cam Burke drives one from the point that deflected through into the corner. Now a stretch pass ahead by D. St. Fowl. That's off the skates and back in to the neutral zone.
It looks like Wisconsin is trying to stretch a player when they see Burke on the ice, knowing he's an offensive-minded player, a forward by trade, so keep an eye on that.
There is Burke. 10 in white for Notre Dame, traditionally a forward playing defenseman tonight because of a few Irish players that are unavailable to play. Keep an eye on that throughout the evening, see if it plays a factor in this one. Here comes Emberson, the captain, lays it off for Inamoto, who shoots. The Irish captain, Nate Klurman, goes down to a knee to block the shot. Emberson now shoots again. St. Cyr didn't see it, juggled with it, and then it goes behind the net. A battle for it there as this freshman line's back on the ice for Notre Dame. And it's Ryder Woolston getting it ahead. Now Silyanov shoots, looking for that low pad deflection. And Beydoun's able to kick it out of harm's way. Emberson Carries it through the neutral zone. Gets it for Gorniak. Back to Emerson. Centers a feed that deflects just wide. And the net has become dislodged.
What a back check by Silyanov. If he didn't back check like he did, that was a goal. We've talked about this all freshman line doing so well tonight, and there's another great chance. Silyanov puts the puck on net, and this is almost a goal because Slaggert goes to the net. Tries to bang it out of the air, but if he doesn't go to the net like he did, that's not an opportunity.
Irish with their first real threatening chance, as you saw right there, as you described, tried to shoot it for that pad and get that rebound try. But Slaggert just whipped on that ricochet opportunity, and it came back the other way. And then you said great back check to prevent a possible second goal for the Badgers. Wisconsin brings the puck through center. Weissbach drives it onto the stick of Stasny. He'll backhand it around his own net and connect with Nate Klurman. Up ahead, just beyond the reach of Weissbach. And now here comes Jake Pavanka for Notre Dame. Gets to his forehand and shoots for Beydoun. And he makes the stop. There is Jake Pavanka in his third season with Notre Dame. See the numbers last season, and Kendall, I know this is someone you're familiar with. They think this is a guy that can really take a step with his offensive production.
He can. I skate with Jake Pavanka a lot throughout the summer in Chicago, and he's one of the hardest working players I've been on the ice with. So you want to see that work come through. I know how offensive minded he is. I know how he can shoot the puck. I see it on a regular basis back home. So it'll be great to see him pick up the pace here and lead this team.
Have to figure he inherited that offensive mindset from his father, who played 13 NHL seasons, Michael Pavanka. 181 career goals. Figure he just passed that down to his son.
Maybe a little bit.
You scorers just have a very singular mindset, is what I've noticed. It's all about how many goals can I rack up. As Holloway collides that time with Peltonen in his own zone. Fortunately for Wisconsin, no Irish able to take advantage, and they maintain possession. Vorlicki drives it off the end wall. St. Cyr plays it behind his net. Klusinski up ahead for the sophomore Max Ellis. Connects with Pavanka. Now across for Alex Steeves. Steeves throws on the brakes. Back out for Klurman. He was into his skates. And now back onto the stick of Sam Stang. Freshman for Wisconsin. Moves his way below the goal line and sends it down low for Ashan. It's lofted up high in the air. Irish take it back. They tried to stretch it ahead for Alex Steeves this time. It's out of his reach. And icing will bring the puck back the opposite direction. Well, you can see on the Badger jerseys tonight, they're all wearing a patch with the number 21 on it, and that's because recently Rob Andringa passed away, who was a member of the 1990 NCAA championship team for Wisconsin, was on the TV and radio broadcast for them. Actually happened over the summer in May. It was sad to see him pass away over the summer, and as you can see, they've decided to honor him throughout the season with a 21 patch on their sweater. Great to see that, and obviously, of course, our thoughts go out to the entire Badger community for that loss. .14 minutes left here in the second period. Tony Simeone with Kendall Coyne Schofield on the first college hockey night in 8 months. Nate Klurman had it taken away. Dominic Mersch works his way in. Oh, St. Cyr made the stop. It's cleared out of harm's way. Then another drive. Ricochets across. And it's tracked down by Kerr.
And a huge block by Nate Klurman.
Puck not cleared yet as the Badgers look to hold it in the offensive zone. This is Brock Caulfield going to work in the corner. Puck spills behind the net. Alex Steeves wants to get it out of his own zone, sends it off the wall, and it goes down, but icing is waved off. S gets it ahead for Gorniak. He gains center, tried to flip it in deep, couldn't do so. Klusinski tried to spike it off the window and out, and then play is blown dead.
Well, great chance by Wisconsin's Dominic Mersch. We talked about Dylan St. Cyr being a little bit undersized. He does a good job with his angle, taking away Dominic Mersch's opportunities there. And then Nick Lieberman does a great job clearing that second opportunity. If he doesn't do that, that's a goal for Brock Caulfield.
As you said, Lieberman did exceptionally well to get that puck out of the crease in a hurry because it was just sitting there. And good awareness on Lieberman to keep this at a one-goal game.
He's impressed me tonight. He's taken away the time and space of Wisconsin's very, very well.
Now, Lieberman had 5 goals rather, and 7 assists last year, so known as more of an offensive-minded defenseman, but you're right, he's looked really sound defensively throughout the evening. Here comes Ryder Donovan. Gets it to the backhand of Jack Gorniak that he just sends across the bar and goes back into the corner. Now Peltonen lays it off for Donovan, taken away by Matt Steves for Notre Dame. Irish look to break it out the other direction as Solak Bakic takes a hit, drops it off. This is Cam Burke working his way towards the net, and we're going to have our first penalty of the game. Took us nearly to the midway point of this one, but we're going to get a chance to see our first power play of the night.
Well, this penalty is drawn because of a second and third opportunity. Solak Bakic makes a phenomenal pass across the ice, and it starts by creating a scoring chance, which forces Owen Lindmark to take that penalty.
So Lindmark has to sit for 2 minutes. And that was Burke again, who's playing defenseman tonight, but has those offensive instincts to take it towards the net. And the Irish will get a chance to go on the power play for the first time. It's a power play that last year converted at an 18.5% clip. And Wisconsin had trouble killing penalties. They allowed almost 25% to get by them. That was last in the Big Ten. So we'll see if they made any adjustments in the 8-month layoff. Starts the good face-off win and clearance out of their own zone.
Which is odd because Tony Granato is known for the penalty kill. When he was with the Pittsburgh Penguins, they think they were at a 92% in the playoffs when he was there. So the penalty kill is definitely his specialty.
I would say that these two special teams units are the two that the coaches respectively were focused on the most. They want to get better, Wisconsin does, at killing penalties. And Notre Dame, when we talked to Jeff Jackson, he was clear they have to convert more on the power play.
And those are the details that both coaches talk to us about that they need to be better at. That's how you win and lose hockey games. Either you convert on the power play or you don't. And it can win and lose you hockey games.
Pavanka will go out for the faceoff for Notre Dame. He's able to win it. Irish can now set up. Alex Steves down low for Colin Tyson. Back for Steves. It's deflected towards the middle, and now Emberson has it. Here come the Badgers. And Emberson will wisely lay it down low and go to the bench for a change. Steves will carry it through the neutral zone and look to set it up once more. Tyson around for Graham. Now plays it back for Tyson. Here's Steves. Works his way down the wall, centers it for Pavanka. Swing and a miss on the one-timer attempt, and it's cleared down the other way by Dominic Mersch.
If Pavanka connects on that, that's a goal-scoring chance. He had it. No one was defending him. It was a good look by Steves.
45 seconds left in the power play. Second unit on for Notre Dame. Max Ellis trying to hold it in, taken away by Roman Ashan. He's going to skate into the Irish zone and attempt to kill more time off. Works his way around Lieberman as Landon Slaggert settles the puck down. And they get it ahead for Ellis. He'll speed his way through center ice. 25 seconds remaining as Slaggert takes a hit. Ashan lays it back behind his own goal line. Slaggert gets to it first. Freshman Landon Slaggert banks it off the wall. Onto the stick of Lieberman. Poked away by Tarek Baker. Here comes Baker one-on-one against Lieberman. He'll shoot. And it's off of Lieberman's stick and into the netting.
Well, here was the best chance of Notre Dame's power play. Jake Pavanka, you'll see him right in the middle. He's wide open. No one's even there. Steves makes a great pass to him, but he just whiffs on that. Those are those opportunities that are there, but again, 8 months off. You're in a pressured situation. You whiff a little bit, but that's okay. They'll bounce right back.
That was the best chance the Irish maybe have had all night. Now going to face a face-off in their own end with just 6 seconds left on the power play. So effectively, it has been killed. And now it is, as Lindmark comes out of the box. Janicki drops it off for Klerman. Lost the puck for a moment, regathered it, then it was loose aside the net, and it's taken away by Cole Caulfield. Here he comes, stretching it ahead for Weisbach, who has the only goal tonight. Weisbach back towards the slot, nobody home. And Janicki will settle it down for Notre Dame.
It was a good drive by Weisbach, but you never want to throw that puck blindly back up the ice because you technically lose possession.
Pelton Bice almost had a takeaway that time in the offensive zone. Crawford now backhands it towards the corner, and Inamoto will backhand it right onto the tape of Weisbach. Up ahead for Pelton Bice. He'll take the puck in towards the corner, waiting for reinforcements. S tried to hold it in. Crawford sends it towards the Badger bench, and play is stopped for a high stick. It's going to stop play with 9:38 on the clock. Wisconsin still has a 1-0 lead over Notre Dame.
Thanksgiving turkey is only served once a year because of how bland and dry it is. Arby's deep-fried turkey is only served once a year because of how flammable and complex the process is. It takes expertise, attention to when the outside crisps and the inside stays juicy. It takes a place like Arby's who is committed to meat, and a person like you who doesn't want to burn your house down for a sandwich. Arby's, we have the meat.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
Objection!
Overruled. And right now, earn 100,000 bonus miles when you spend $20,000 in your first year.
I'll allow it.
What's in your wallet?
You push your body hard in the name of fitness. Sure, it's for a good cause. But a good cause shouldn't mean sacrificing a good time.
Did you already brush your teeth tonight? Well, guess tonight's gonna be a two-brush night, right? Not sorry. Reese's.
Look, Limu! Someone out there needs help customizing their car insurance with Liberty Mutual, so they only pay for what they need.
False alarm. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
There's a look at Tony Granato, head coach of Wisconsin, and he won Coach of the Year in 16-17, Kendall, and had this team all the way to the Big Ten championship game. And then since then, they just haven't been able to string together consistent play year in and year out. And he was very honest with us, said they made some adjustments with how they composed this team and how they kind of talked about honestly what they need to change in the offseason. And he thinks he has this going in the right direction this year.
It does. You can see the shift in the way that they're playing for each other. But to Coach Granato's defense, when you have such high talented players and they come in for a year and leave after a year, it's hard to develop a culture. It's hard to develop a system that everyone abides by. But you can tell these guys are bought in.
Here's one of their talented sophomores, Dylan Holloway. Lays it off for S at the blue line. He'll take it below the end line. And now bank it off the wall, looking for Kerr. Almost intercepted that time by Max Ellis. And the puck ships up out of play.
Going back to Coach Granato, I must say we had a great time as he was the head coach of the U.S. Men's Olympic team in 2018. And the day we got to Pyeongchang, South Korea, we had a meeting with the men's team and with the women's team, and it was just an awesome moment to be a part of. And he's our biggest fans, that's for sure. And of course, his sister Cammie helps with that too. 2018
Pyeongchang, anything significant happen for you out there when you were there?
We did bring home a gold medal, first time since Cammie's gold medal in 1998. So it was really exciting, and Coach Granato was front and center of all of our games.
Well, and of course, knocked off the Canadians, who you made very clear earlier you have a serious rivalry with. You don't hold it against Manon Rhéaume, but certainly that was a win that everybody here stateside was cheering along when you guys brought home gold.
And I hope we get back on the ice at some point soon and get to play them.
Under 9 minutes left in the second. Linus Weisbach for Wisconsin has the only goal so far in this one, as Jesper Peltonen fires one from a wide angle. St. Cyr's able to escort the puck in towards the corner, and then we have an arm up for a penalty.
think this penalty is going to be on Trevor Janicki.
Minor penalty on Notre Dame, number 5. 2 minutes, elbowing.
You know, they've sent Hellickson to the penalty box here. Oh, there it is.
Yep, there it is. It is Hellickson in the corner. Wisconsin does a good job keeping their feet moving and gives Hellickson no choice but to make the play he did, which results in a power play for Wisconsin.
Oh, we had a chance to see Notre Dame go on their first power play of the night. Now we get a chance to see Wisconsin go on the power play for the first time. Cole Caulfield gets it and gets a good look that St. Cyr is able to handle right off the faceoff. Talented Caulfield had a great look. Holloway lays it back for Weisbach. Sends it across for Caulfield. Now Holloway shoots. Oh, it just went wide. St. Cyr may not have seen it. Caulfield down low. Pelton Bice works it back for Caulfield as the Badgers are taking their time on this power play opportunity. Weisbach down low for Rashawn. Now Weisbach back out high. Holloway, time, space, shoots, and scores! 2-0 thanks to Dylan Holloway.
Well, the patience of Wisconsin on this power play leads to this goal. Dylan Holloway in that goal-scoring position with time and space, traffic in front by Pelton Bice. Dylan St. Cyr didn't really have much of an option. He did what he could, but his eyes were taken away, and the patience was just outstanding of Wisconsin that led to that goal by Dylan Holloway.
Holloway was picked in the most recent NHL draft, first-round talent, and picks up his first goal of the night and season, coming off an explosive 8 goals last year as a freshman. He's someone they are just so excited about in his second year here at Wisconsin, and he showed you why right there.
And for both special team opportunities we've seen tonight, you can see both teams are a little bit passive. And for the 8 months off, that's one thing I expect to be a little bit sloppy, because when you're practicing your power play and your penalty kill against the same people, it's going to look different out here against a real opponent.
So now it's 2-0. Badgers have the lead, and for a Notre Dame team that only averaged 2.5 goals last season and has not yet been able to find the back of the net, you wonder if they're going to be looking for answers here as they move their way through this second period.
Well, they need to start shooting to score, not shooting to get pucks on net.
Inamoto gets it up ahead for Jack Gorniak. He puts on the Jets, tracked down by Hellickson. He's forced to give it away. Then Michael Graham lost his edge for a moment, went towards net, and St. Cyr has to play it back into the corner. Nick Lieberman banks it off the wall, out towards center where S will settle it down for the Badgers. Lofts it on St. Cyr, who gloves it and settles it down for Hellickson. Here's Steves up ahead for Ellis. Hopped over his stick, and it's settled down by Anthony Kerr. Now Steves trying to take advantage of a loose puck. And it ricochets out towards center.
Notre Dame needs an offensive zone shift immediately to get the momentum back on their side.
There's the captain, Nate Klurman, trying to settle it down behind his own net. Getting worked on by Pelton Bice. Gets it off to Pavanka. And again, the Irish having some dicey moments in front of their own net as they try to clear the puck out of their own zone. Klurman looking for Pavanka. Spike back the other way, and it's onto the stick of Weisbach. There's Pelton Bice. Good check that time by Klurman to dislodge the puck, and then Jesse Lansdell for Notre Dame lofts it back into the Badger end. Colin Tyson takes it away for the Irish. Now it's given back to Mike Vorlicki. Vorlicki stretches it ahead for Caulfield. And it's sent back to the neutral zone. Tyson across center ice, takes a shot, 1-on-4, got his own rebound, back towards Beydoun, and he's able to stop the second try.
Well, Colin Tyson, great individual effort. You'll see 1, 2, 3, 4 red Wisconsin players and 1 Notre Dame player, and he makes a great effort, gets a shot at net, and he continues to go to the net with a second effort to try and get a second scoring opportunity. He had no help, but he's doing everything he can.
Tyson, a senior for this Notre Dame team that scored 7 goals as a freshman. They thought had 15, 20 goal potential as a sophomore and junior, but was unable to really crack those numbers. He's a guy that's going to have to step up for Notre Dame after losing 3 of their 4 leading scorers from a season ago. Less than 5 minutes in the second period. Tony Simeone with Kendall Coyne-Schofield as the Badgers are working on a 2-0 lead. Matt Hellickson drives a shot that was broken up back towards center, and here come the Badgers. It's Holloway again, coming off a goal already in this period, hunting for more. Had it taken away by Lieberman, and he'll lay it into the corner for Hellickson. Here's Stang, back for Brock Caulfield. He'll slide it all the way across for Kerr. His shot deflects wide and back towards the corner. Crawford then sends one up high and into the Badgers bench, and they will prohibit Notre Dame from changing here. Well, Sunday night, Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens head to Gillette Stadium to take on Cam Newton and the Patriots. It's Sunday night, 7 Eastern, starting with football night in America, only on NBC. Should be a fun one on Sunday night. We've got a fun one here on Friday night as college hockey is finally resumed and the Badgers win the faceoff. Good puck movement here off the faceoff. Win, and that deflected and just by the stick of D. St. Fowl. Was nearly goal number 3 for the Badgers as they had some great puck movement off of that faceoff.
If you're Notre Dame, you need to sort out what you're doing on a face-off loss. There have been 2 grade A chances for Wisconsin on these face-offs. They're organized, they know what they're doing, their center is communicating, and the most important factor, it takes 5 people to win a face-off. It's not just the center getting the puck back, and Wisconsin is doing a great job with all 5 players. That was a great win for Notre Dame.
Needed one after that last opportunity, and it was driven back into the Badger end. Plenty of time for Baydoun to lay it on a tee for Kerr.
But everyone has to know their role on a face-off in order to win it.
Work this time by the freshman Landon Slager to take it away. Gets it off to Spencer Stassi, then a great block that time by Jack Gorniak, giving up the body for Wisconsin.
And that got the bench going, Tony.
You can hear them with nobody else in the stands tonight. You can really hear when both benches get engaged in this unique environment, Kendall.
Well, we talked about finding the energy within, and it's plays like that that's going to get the bench riled up, get the energy in.
This puck is sent the other way, and the Irish are offside. And that will stop play. Let's take a look at that block by Gorniak from just a moment ago.
Oh, what a block by Gorniak. Stassi didn't really have an opportunity to get the puck because he made such a good block. Again, it's second efforts like that that's going to win and lose hockey games.
4th round pick of the Canadians is Gorniak. That was the extra effort that really got the bench going there after that deflection and giving up that body. And I got to say, Kendall, I'm thoroughly enjoying at least the chance we have here to listen to the benches react in a way that you can't when the rest of the fans are in the stands. I think we'd all prefer to have fans here, but it's a really unique environment to hear the way they're reacting to certain plays more so than you'd see in a normal environment.
And I don't know if the bench would react that way if there were fans, so it is definitely different to see.
Uh-oh, a giveaway as Lanzell centers one for Pavanka. That was a grade A chance that just went awry. Puck not cleared out of harm's way yet as it's behind the Wisconsin goal. Back comes Ryder Donovan. Tries to send it up ahead for Dominic Mersch. Connects with him. He throws on the brakes. Back for Vorlicki. His shot took a couple of pinballing bounces and ended up in the near corner. Now Peltonen drives one from the blue line. That deflects up and out of play.
Another great chance for Jake Pavanka. He does such a good job finding those soft areas, those areas that are hard to cover. Right there, in a great position. A good block shot by Wisconsin, but a great play overall.
Seen Pavanka in a scoring opportunity a couple of times tonight, but just has not been able to break through against Beydoun, who you saw right there, who's made 13 saves, has stopped all 13 shots. As Notre Dame had 6 in the opening period, so already 7 here in the second. Not been able to crack the code quite yet. Here's Dylan Holloway as the second Badger goal coming in this period, as that one was shot by Inamoto just wide on a tip attempt by Ashan. Badgers relentlessly keeping the pressure on Holloway. Oh, dropped it back door for Ashan that time, but he shot it wide. Stang will send it down low. Ashan all the way across to Inamoto. Takes it towards the goal line. Back for Ashan, and it's taken by Alex Steeves for Notre Dame. Steeves tried to get it deep, but took a big hit as he's run into his own bench. Up towards center, off the stick of Ashan, and back into the Irish end. Nate Clearman up ahead for Solog Bakic. Here's Clearman, spikes it off the wall. Was looking that time for Anthony Kerr. Settled down and brought towards Pierce Crawford. He backhands it down low for Beydoun. Back it comes the other way. Sadi St. Foul pulls, drags, shoots. St. Cyr makes the stop and calmly smothers it with 1:06 left.
Well, D. St. Paul has a great opportunity here, but the back pressure by Notre Dame forces him to take that shot. Look at this great back pressure by Notre Dame, by Crawford. Takes away the opportunity, forces D. St. Paul to shoot.
It's the 16th save for St. Cyr, who's been tested here in his first start in 21 months. Last time he started a game was 21 months ago in February of 2019 against Wisconsin. 32 saves in a win. Redshirted last year. Now he gets a chance to own this starting goaltending job for the Irish. Here comes Notre Dame as they break it out the other way. Hellickson up for Lansdell. Tried to drop it that time for Pavanka. And it's shipped back behind the net. Now a centering feed by Pavanka comes all the way through. Burke will drive one, and Beydoun all the way at the top of his crease comes out to make the save.
Well, we talk about the 21 months in between Dylan St. Cyr's start. When you look at Robbie Beydoun on the other side, he's only played 28 games at Michigan Tech in 3 years. So he was looking forward to this opportunity equally as much as Dylan St. Cyr was. And you see a great job right there. He comes out, he takes his option away because Burke had so much time and space. He got out on the top of his crease and smothered that puck.
Off the face-off, Irish win. Lieberman shoots, and Beydoun makes the stop. That's a great point you make, Kendall, about Beydoun not having a lot of experience. As we'll take another look at this one.
Organized face-off. We talked about it on the Wisconsin side. That's another great organized face-off by Notre Dame here. But again, too easy for Beydoun. Notre Dame has to work to get bodies in front of him.
Just 35 seconds left here in the second period. Wisconsin wants to get into that locker room with this 2-goal lead. Pavanka tried to send it deep. Captain Ty Emberson knocked it down. And now Inamoto skies one towards center ice. Mersch able to settle it and backhand it into the corner. Here's Ryder Donovan. Tries to send it for Owen Lindmark behind the net. Intercepted and cleared out to center ice. Just 5 seconds. Driven back into the Irish zone. Hellickson will track it down, and that will end period number 2. Wisconsin entered with a 1-0 lead. They doubled it with a goal there in the second.
And if you're Wisconsin, you can't go into this room overconfident. We know that this is a confident team, a young team, but they can't be too confident with this lead.
Well, takes us to the second intermission between Notre Dame and Wisconsin. We'll have a Sunday night football preview and then also some highlights and stats from a second period in a game that so far has been dominated by Wisconsin. The Badgers are looking good here on opening night. They have added to their lead thanks to a goal from Linus Weisbach and Dylan Holloway. 2-0 Wisconsin after 2.
man. I really appreciate that Patrick Price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm. Being a champ has its perks.
Here's the deal, Patrick. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Let me repay the favor with some field passes. Come on.
No favors, just great rates.
Okay, fine. I'll let you wear the ring, but only for a day.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
As a talking bucket of KFC, dinner time is my time to shine. Grab some piping hot chicken, young man. Much better than microwaved hot dogs, right, Dad? Eat up. I'm doing the cooking tonight. So pick up a KFC $20 fill-up today.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, dash, honey, yard, hands, dash. Thought he could, honey, yard, dash, honey, yard, dash, yeah.
From the brand with more 2020 IIHS Top Safety Awards than Honda, Toyota, or Nissan comes the Hyundai Tucson, which can help protect the ones you love and the ones they love. Feeling safe, it's better in a Hyundai Tucson.
On the next edition of Caffeine and Octane, the world's largest monthly car show gives you 3 million good reasons to tune in.
The cool thing about the exotic show, you see some cars that you never, ever see otherwise.
A cup car at Caffeine and Exotics. This is awesome.
All that and the not-so-silent partner in Ford versus Ferrari.
Recording a Ferrari is like recording an animal, a beast.
Caffeine and Octane, Tuesdays at 8 and 11 p.m.
132 years this ranch has been in my family.
Just tell me who to fight.
Everyone. This valley's mine. Come and get it. I plan to.
Streaming November 22nd. Welcome to the set of Pro Football Talk Live. Chris Sims and Mike Florio every weekday breaking down all things happening in the NFL. And here's what's happening Sunday night on NBC. Baltimore Ravens visiting the New England Patriots. Ravens leery of the Patriots, even though the Patriots don't have it this year like they've had it in past years. They're still the Patriots, John Harbaugh told me recently. Their coach is still Bill Belichick. Chris, will that matter when it's time for these two teams to get on the field?
Well, I think it will matter, the fact that Baltimore is going to, buy into the mystique during the week of, hey, it's New England. We can never fall asleep at the wheel against this team, no matter what the record looks like or whatever that is. And I think that plays in their favor. I think they have a huge advantage on the field. I think it's a big mismatch for the New England Patriots. We've discussed it a lot, Mike, all year long. The Patriots, they got nobody special in their front seven. No big people to stop the run. We saw the 49ers a few weeks ago who do a lot of the Ravens-type stuff, not with the quarterback runs, but the traditional running back runs where you go, they couldn't stop them at all. So I just don't know how they stop Lamar Jackson and this run attack. I know the Patriots got this great secondary, and they can load the box, but so what? That doesn't matter. They load the box against the 49ers and a bunch of other teams, and you still run it on them. So from that aspect there, I think that's really an issue for New England. And same thing on the other side, Mike. Where does New England find the offense? I mean, they were struggling and had to play a perfect game to beat the Jets. This is the Ravens. They're awesome on defense and really match up well. So I don't know how you feel about it, but that's at least my thoughts there.
I agree with you. A couple of former MVPs, Lamar Jackson and Cam Newton. Lamar Jackson, a much easier time against that New England defense than what Cam Newton is going to face. And Lamar Jackson's comments to Rich Eisen this week about opposing defenses calling out the plays. Look, the Patriots may have an edge when it comes to studying film, but Chris, as we said on PFT Live, hey, sometimes it doesn't matter if you know what's coming if you just physically can't stop it from happening.
That's exactly right. And I think that Baltimore a little bit, they don't care. They just, hey, we're bigger than you. We're better than you. We're coming at you. Oh, this play's coming? Great. Stop it. And, then, of course, the Lamar Jackson ability to keep the ball off of some of these runs and things like that, too, that keeps defenses honest as well. But no speed at linebacker position for the Patriots, no great run stoppers, no great outside linebackers. I don't know how you could stop this rushing attack from the Ravens. I don't see how that happens, and I don't see how Cam Newton can drum up enough offense with a supporting cast around him against this Ravens D.
As a wise man once said repeatedly, that's why they play the game. So we'll see what happens on Sunday night, and we'll see you every weekday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern. And there's your full PFT lineup on Peacock.
Wendy's didn't start the chicken wars. They just ended them. Introducing Wendy's new classic chicken sandwich. A sandwich so crunchy, so juicy, so delicious. Nothing beats this classic. Grab it now in Wendy's 2 for $5. We got you.
Your journey requires Liberty Mutual. They customized your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Wow, that will save me lots of money.
This game's boring.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
I did some early shopping this year. One for you, one for me.
I love it. I got us a little something, too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you and one for me.
I love it.
Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for me.
I love it.
And I love that you love it.
I love it.
I like red.
Step up to GMC and get $6,000 purchase cash on most 2020 Sierra light-duty crew cab models. We are professional grade. GMC.
Sometimes the smallest gestures can be the most refreshing. Give extra, get extra.
I've always wanted to do that.
I've always wanted to do that. Well, I've wanted everything. I always wanted to do this.
I always wanted to do that. Next round on me. Great look at the quad here on the campus of the University of Notre Dame on a crisp fall night in South Bend. Wisconsin has the 2-0 lead over the Irish right now. Well, this Thanksgiving, the Duttons are back. Yellowstone Season 3, starring Kevin Costner, comes to Peacock exclusively on November 22nd. Whether you're a newcomer to the ranch or a seasoned pro, you will not want to miss this epic season. Sign up at peacocktv.com and stream Seasons 1 and 2. These two teams have been practicing for the last 2 months against simply themselves. So an opportunity to lay the wood against an opponent has been one they've taken advantage of. A physical game between Wisconsin and Notre Dame. Back for the third period after this.
Thanksgiving turkey is only served once a year because of how bland and dry it is. Arby's deep-fried turkey is only served once a year because of how flammable and complex the process is. It takes expertise, attention to when the outside crisps and the inside stays juicy. It takes a place like Arby's who is committed to meat, and a person like you who doesn't want to burn your house down for a sandwich. Arby's, we have the meat.
Smooth driving pays off. With Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you save. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
After 80 years, we've made it the longest lasting. But only you can make a moment last forever. We make it so you can go anywhere and do anything. But only you can chase freedom. Because the truth is, we don't make Jeep. you do.
With employee pricing for all, get $4,495 below MSRP on the 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited.
No opinion, no pundits. Nobody telling you what to think, just the facts. There is no more powerful instrument than the truth.
The facts, the truth. The news with Shepard Smith. Weeknight, 7 Eastern, CNBC.
On Her Turf is inspiring. Goal! Score a personalized license plate for your family van at myplates.com.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact and subcompact tractors. Our reliable #1 selling tractors are designed for easy operation and feature all the performance-matched attachments needed to tackle any job. Right now, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months and save up to $1,700, plus no payments for 90 days.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Back here at the Compton Family Ice Arena, Wisconsin has a 2-0 lead after 2 periods. And they were able to pick up a goal in that second period to double their lead. For a look at those second period highlights, let's go behind the glass now to Kendall Coyne-Schofield.
Well, a lot of back and forth action, Tony, on both sides. Obviously, Wisconsin doubled their lead on that power play goal. But again, a lot of the opportunities that Notre Dame is having are from the perimeter. They need to work to get to the inside, to get the shots to the inside. If we take a look at some of these opportunities, first the one from the all-freshman line with Silyanov and Landon Slaggert, and then Pavanka again from the outside the perimeter. Those are easy saves for Baydoun. And then another great chance by Dominic Mersch here, and then this opportunity by D. St. Paul. He keeps his feet moving, leads to a power play, and you'll notice Dylan Holloway has so much time and space. He's an elite goal scorer. You can't give him this time and space. Jacob Pavanka needs to come out. They need to clear the house so Dylan St. Cyr can see that shot, and that goal does not go in.
And you see, as you pointed out, Kendall, it was the power play that was able to kickstart things for Wisconsin there. But I would just say in that second period, as you look at the numbers here, fairly even up and down with the exception of that power play goal. It just seems like it's Wisconsin that's generating more opportunities. Notre Dame, quite frankly, has really just not threatened Baydoun with any dangerous chances.
Well, and if you look at the shots, 18 to 15, I would also ask, what are the quality of shots? And of those 15 Notre Dame has, not many of those are quality. They're making Baydoun's life very easy back there right now.
See what adjustments, if any, the Irish made during that intermission as we begin the third period between Notre Dame and Wisconsin. First game in 8 months for both these teams after the cancellation to the 2019-20 season in mid-March. Talked to both coaches coming into this one, and they were just so excited to have their teams be able to get back on the ice and compete. Both said that their teams have made tremendous sacrifices to just get to this point with all the different protocols on the campuses, to be disciplined enough to stay in good shape during a unique offseason. Now they have a chance to perform in a Big Ten schedule that'll feature 28 games for all these teams.
And I think a special shout out is deserved to the doctors, the athletic trainers, and everyone that's keeping them healthy here.
Yeah, both coaches were really quick to mention all the medical professionals that have helped, also the senior administrators, of course, at these universities to make sure that the protocols were in place. It's been a team effort really across the conference to get hockey back on the ice.
And it takes buy-in from these players. They aren't enjoying their college experience like they know it.
Here's Colin Tyson for Notre Dame. Centers for Alex Steves. Had it for a moment and was looking for Michael Graham. Now a long-range shot. Deflects towards the wall.
A great start for Notre Dame here. The bench is going. I don't know if you heard him up there, Tony, but they are banging the boards here.
And that's really one of the first real eruptions from that Notre Dame bench. Most of the eruptions we've heard tonight, Kendall, have been on the Wisconsin side of the ice.
They have been, and they had a great line rush. Great setup. They just need to get the shots to the net.
Here's Nick Lieberman, stretches it ahead for Michael Graham. He has his head up, tried to slide one across that's out of the reach of Alex Steves, and it's taken away by Sam Stang. Back come the Badgers. Here's Holloway working in, and he lost it off of his tape. Had it on his backhand, and it just slid wide. Holloway has the second goal of the night for the Badgers. Was looking for his third there, but just couldn't quite get it on St. Cyr, and now the puck is iced and will come back to the other side.
Well, after Dylan Holloway's goal in the second period, you definitely can tell he's feeling it. He wants another one. He splits the defenseman. He sees the opportunity. He sees that the Notre Dame defensemen are flat-footed, and he exploits that space in that area.
Face-off won by Notre Dame. Face-offs in favor of the Irish tonight, 25-20.
Well, Jacob Pavanka is one of the best face-off players in the NCAA. He was 7th last year with all players who took more than 100 face-offs. That's one thing he's constantly working on and takes ownership of. Yeah, one of the best, as you mentioned. 12 for 18 tonight, so converting at a 67% clip for the Irish. 2-on-2 battle in the corner. Pierce Crawford for Notre Dame tries to take it away, getting worked on along the far boards by Jesper Peltonen. Puck squirts free onto the stick of Brock Caulfield for Wisconsin. And he'll take his time in his own end. Sends one dangerously towards his own bench that goes too far for icing. And the puck will come back to the Badger zone. I don't know if that was an intentional or not, but you can see Cam Burke was on defense, and the side that they tried to stretch it, there was a line change. But again, been seeing that theme throughout the night, that they're trying to stretch a player on the side that Cam Burke is on. They do seem to be trying to pick on him, Kendall. Have you seen any real breakdowns from him, though? I think it seems like he's played at least a mostly solid game, or they at least haven't taken advantage of him when he's on the ice. He's been extremely impressive, and I think he's actually shown more offensive opportunities than expected, given that he is a forward playing defense. You know, a little bit of hesitancy, but he's been getting pucks to the net, just like this one. Oh, now he shoots one that was deflected by Silianoff, the freshman, just wide of Beidoun and the net. Now Ryder Rolston circles the net on his backhand. That puck just leaked through. Here's the freshman line, as Rolston tries to backhand one on Beidoun. Now Silianoff turns and shoots, deflects into the corner. Now, Kendall, you pointed it out, maybe 2 or 3 shifts into the game. This freshman line for Notre Dame has been their best tonight. They are. They're playing with a big spirit. Rolston, Slaggert, and Silianoff had some of the better chances for Notre Dame as they're seeking to cut this deficit in half. Slaggert takes a big lick. Gets up just fine. Puck lofted high in the air. Stasny tries to clear for Notre Dame. And now Jack Gorniak gets to it, pivots, and drives it back into the Irish zone. And if you're a veteran player on this team, you look at these freshmen and vicariously of what it's like to play in your first college hockey game again. But here's a face-off play by Notre Dame. They lose the face-off, but because their second and third effort, they win the face-off. They get the puck back to Burke, and he gets this puck to the net. A great opportunity.
Notre Dame bench minor penalty, too many men on the ice.
But that's what it takes to get players in front. Tony, we're going to be short-handed here for Notre Dame.
So the Irish get called for too many men. Have to elect someone to serve this penalty as the gate is still open, but it's going to result in a 5-on-4 opportunity for the Badgers. As Wisconsin will get their second penalty, it's going to be Pierce Crawford who goes to the penalty box for Notre Dame to serve it. Wisconsin already converted on that first power play, the goal from Holloway. And a big moment in this game now here in the third.
And Notre Dame was a little bit lax on their last PK. Let's see if they adjust and become a little bit more aggressive to take away some time and space of these highly skilled offensive players for Wisconsin.
It's a quick shot off the faceoff at St. Cyr. Handled well. Now a giveaway behind the net. Oh, a near disaster as Lansdell almost had it for Notre Dame. The Badgers recover and bring it back the other way.
Lansdell wanted a call there.
Did not get it. We play on. Cole Caulfield has been quiet tonight despite being the leading returning goal scorer in the Big Ten from a year ago. Scored a hat trick here against Notre Dame last season as Weisbach sets up Caulfield, and he shoots on St. Cyr, who saw it the entire way.
Well, we've talked about how patient this Wisconsin power play is and the opportunities that they've created because they're patient. Cole Caulfield in that goal-scoring position. Man, is he dangerous there. But Jake Pavanka does a good job getting out, applying just enough pressure to make him shoot that puck.
Another good win by the Badgers to set up shop. Here's Caulfield. Walks across the blue line. Back for Holloway. Down for Weisbach. Gets it right back to Holloway. Weisbach patiently lays it off for Caulfield. He'll backpedal the line. Now for Holloway. Into the slot for a Sean Pelton. Bice from a tough angle. St. Cyr comes out to make the save. Pressure still on for the Badgers. Caulfield walks his way in, shoots, and it's broken up and cleared out of harm's way by the Irish.
Great block shot by Spencer Stastny there.
Stastny, preseason second-team All-Big Ten defenseman, able to step in and make the stop with a half-minute remaining on this second power play of the night for Wisconsin. The captain, Ty Emberson, brings it through center, lays it off for Stang. Second unit on the ice now for the Badgers. D. St. Fowl. Matthew D. St. Fowl drops it off for Bront Caulfield, older brother of Cole. Shoots high and over the crossbar. Puck comes out towards the line, almost intercepted that time. Now driven up towards Lansdell. Tries to play it for himself, but coming out to play it is Beydoun, as the penalty has been killed.
Notre Dame did a much better job taking away the time and space and the options of Wisconsin. They had a great rotation throughout the entire penalty kill.
And now giveaway on a change. Here comes Crawford. Oh, stops up, pulls, drags, and Beydoun aggressively comes out for the save.
Well, this turnover, Wisconsin got caught on a bad change. I thought they were going to get called for too many men, actually. Crawford does a great job pulling the puck, creating space. He even had the back door, but that was a great shot for a team that's down 2-0.
Beydoun has looked exceptionally steady in net tonight. 17 saves for the grad transfer from Michigan Tech. Klusinski drives it down for Bakic. He gets worked on this time by Anthony Kerr, the freshman for Wisconsin. Does well to win the puck and get it out to center ice. Korniak trying to drive it into the Irish zone. Ultimately does get it down where St. Cyr has to come out to play it. Klusinski drives one off the wall that will go down for an icing call. 13:47 left in the third. Beydoun has been really quite steady and sound tonight for Wisconsin. This is a guy who played for 3 seasons at Michigan Tech, and he, like St. Cyr, Kendall, as you alluded to, has had to wait his turn here, and he got first crack at it for Wisconsin tonight.
And you can tell he's providing so much confidence for this Wisconsin team that's playing in front of him. They're able to be a little bit more offensive, knowing how sound he is tonight.
Badgers have it in their own zone as Vorlicki plays it ahead for Ty Pelton-Bice. Hopped off of his skate back onto the stick of Jake Pavanka. Here come the Irish. Pavanka stops up, now gets it down low. This is Janicki being worked on by Peltonen. Vorlicki banks it off the wall and out of the Wisconsin zone. Nate Klurman drives it around the wall, looking for Lansdell. Now giveaway. Caulfield takes it from the boards and tries to make a move on net. Klurman able to stop him in his tracks and clear the puck out to the neutral zone.
That's not the guy you want to give the puck away to.
And Badgers are back on the attack again. Here's Weisbach. Throws on the brakes. Back out for a one-timer from Emberson that goes just wide. Puck rolls into the corner, and now Caulfield sends it all the way across, looking for Emberson, who is creeping in. It's out of his reach, and it's sent back the other way. Landon Slager settles the puck down on a 1-on-3 mission while he waits for reinforcements. Slager does well to possess the puck, getting worked on by Inamoto, as Rolston does get to it and ring it around the boards. Lieberman sends it off a stick down towards the corner. Silyanov out for Hellickson. Tried to shoot, couldn't quite get it on net. And then Silyanov sends it towards the corner. Again, this freshman line for Notre Dame spending a good deal of time in the offensive zone.
They're definitely buzzing, Tony.
They have looked sharp tonight in their first collegiate appearances.
They don't look like freshmen.
They certainly do not, as Lieberman has it poked away onto the stick of Rolston. He'll now shoot, deflects just wide. So Rolston, the freshman, gets a good crack on net. And play is stopped.
Well, from start to finish, this shift was all Notre Dame. And again, it's this all freshman line. Ryder Rolston does a good job getting the puck and getting a shot off. Again, a little bit easy for Beydoun there, but shoot the puck and good things happen.
5th round pick of the Avalanche in this most recent draft is Rolston. Notre Dame's excited about these freshmen they've brought into this program that needs to inject some scoring into a team that lost 3 of its 4 leading scorers from a year ago. 71 points lost to graduation. And it showed tonight. Have not yet been able to break through against the Badgers. Only averaged 2.5 points last year, but Rolston's a guy they think, especially you see his numbers in the USHL last year, this is one of the guys that can maybe inject some offense into this lineup.
And you have to remember, there was a time when these players didn't know if they were even going to have a season. And especially as a freshman, you're looking forward to the first day on campus. So these freshmen are excited to be here, and they're showing it.
This puck's cleared down the other way. Well, heard 2 perspectives on the freshman, Kendall. One is, I can't believe how you'd manage adjusting to college life if you were a freshman and this was your first season with all the unique circumstances. But I've heard some freshmen say that this actually is almost helpful. They don't know what they were supposed to suspect otherwise. And that's actually helped them just adjust to the new normal without knowing what college hockey normally brings.
Absolutely, and some might say they have to have that business mindset, that it's school and it's work, and work is hockey, if you want to call it that. They haven't had the opportunity to really experience college because of COVID, and I think it's showing here tonight. They're so laser focused that they're not playing distracted by any means, and they look like they've been here before.
With the exception of maybe a few early miscues, this has been a really sharply played game, I think, by both sides. Impressive how good it's looked after the 8-month layoff.
And credit's due to the coaching staff. I know they said they've put in a lot of work to keep these kids focused, to keep them engaged, and it's showing.
There's a giveaway as Colin Tyson had an opportunity, and he shot it just wide. Graham back for Tyson. Brock Caulfield scoops it out towards center, where Hellickson gloves it down. He'll backhand it towards the corner. Irish go for a wholesale change.
You've definitely seen Notre Dame pick up the pace and play a lot more offensive zone this second half, or the first half of this third period.
They definitely forced the issue offensively a little bit more. That last opportunity, though, from Tyson, Kendall, when we talked to Jeff Jackson, that's the thing he was talking about. He's got to hit the net more. Seemed like he had a good look, and he just didn't quite hit the net.
Absolutely, and like I said before, you work that hard to create that scoring opportunity, but yet you miss the net. It's frustrating, it's exhausting, and it ends up starting the other team's breakout and forcing more work for your forwards to forecheck.
Irish win the faceoff, though. Try to go to work here. Freshman line is back out there for them as Silyanov gets it off to Rolston. Sends it down for Silyanov, rolls it around the boards. Plusinski tries to drive one towards net. It's broken up. Good work that time by Jack Gorniak for Wisconsin to break it up and now clear towards the neutral zone. Rolston puts on the Jets, and the Irish are ruled offside. A little bit more than 10 minutes left here as see some pushing and shoving between Rolston and Gorniak. Actually surprising, Kendall. I don't know about you, that we haven't seen more of that tonight after these teams have been unable to get on the ice and play an opponent for 8 months.
Yeah, the game is not as physical as I anticipated, but I think a lot of that has to do with the exhaustion of the game, being back first time 8 months. Hitting is a lot of work. It's a lot of effort, and it adds to, the lactic acid in the legs and the body. So it's no surprise that it's not as physical as we thought.
This will be an interesting 10 minutes to monitor, too. We've talked about the abbreviated breaks now, coming off 8 months. If there is one team that is superiorly conditioned, it might show here in the final 10 minutes, having not played a competitive game in 8 months. Caulfield slides it across for Weisbach. He takes it below the goal line, where Pierce Crawford intercepts. Crawford trying to carry it out of his own zone, and he does. Gets it out to center ice, where Max Ellis battles with Ty Emberson, the captain for Wisconsin. Pelton Bice almost lost it in his own zone. Comes back out to center, where Solog Bakic for Notre Dame circles and finds Crawford.
Max Ellis just got off the ice. He's grabbing his shoulder. Hopefully we see him back out there.
Keep an eye out for 21 in white. See if he comes back onto the ice. Pavanka Worked on Emberson, poked it away. Now the puck heads towards the corner where Lansdell tracks it down. Out for Hellickson, slides across for Lieberman. Works his way in, Lieberman shoots, and it deflects up high in the air.
Baydoun had no idea where that second opportunity was.
Irish still have the pressure on. Lansdell back for Lieberman, head up, winds and drives again. That one deflects wide. Cleared out towards the line. Lieberman able to glove it down and keep the puck in. Driven off the wall, intercepted by Janicki. Emberson couldn't clear it. Povanka rolls it around for Lansdell. 8.5 minutes left in the third. Hellickson from distance. And again, Baydoun sees it the whole way and gloves it with ease. 8.5 minutes left in this one. Wisconsin hanging on to a 2-0 lead.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like...
It's looking kind of chilly out today. What am I gonna wear? I think I'll go with a cardigan.
Yep, even easier than that. And with a top-rated app that lets you deposit checks and transfer money anytime, anywhere, is it really even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
As a talking bucket of KFC, dinner time is my time to shine. Grab some piping hot chicken, young man. Much better than microwaved hot dogs, right, Dad? Eat up. I'm doing the cooking tonight. So pick up a KFC $20 fill-up today.
At Amica, we believe in life's extraordinary experiences. We're an insurance company that delivers an experience that meets the only standards higher than ours. Yours. Experience Amica. Auto, home, and life insurance.
If only there was a place nearby you could get one of these. Or these. Good thing they're sold literally everywhere business is done. I'm pretty sure you could buy them at a bank. Not sorry, Reese's.
We asked college kids if they would get up early for a Burger King croissant.
No, it's too early. I didn't even know Burger King had breakfast.
This is good.
This is better than what I usually eat. Definitely worth waking up for.
The BK croissant. Get 2 for $4 or mix and match it with a biscuit sandwich. Your way, way better.
Well, Robbie Baydoun has kept his team with a 2-0 lead in this third period. But when you look at Robbie Baydoun and what he does so well, look at how he always plays at the top of his crease. See how he's always at the top of his crease, which eliminates the first opportunity and the second opportunity. And if you're Notre Dame and there's a goalie that plays at the top of their crease, you need to fight to get a second inside body position so you can slide that puck across. Because when a goalie's aggressive, the only play usually is to the back door.
See the impressive numbers for Baydoun so far tonight. Has the 20 saves. Again, spent 3 seasons at Michigan Tech. Had a good freshman campaign, but then saw his playing time diminish over his next 2 seasons.
Yeah, and Steve's, again, you have to hit the net there, but Steve's does a good job help to win that face-off.
Again, Steves grabs the puck off the draw. Sends it over for Lieberman, who shoots, and Sam Stang does well to get in that shooting lane and break it up.
And that block shot really got the Wisconsin bench going. You can tell they're back on their heels, and they need to get the momentum back on their side somehow.
Holloway will try to do just that. Has the second goal in this game from Wisconsin. Came in the second period. It's him and Linus Weisbach, the 2 goal scorers tonight for the Badgers that have them with this 2-0 lead as we tick under 8 minutes to play in regulation. Tony Simeone with Kendall Coyne Schofield. So bringing the first college hockey game in 8 months. Uspinski spikes the puck off the glass, looking for Steves. He'll bring it back into his own zone as a few Badgers go to the bench to change. Steves carries it across the center line and drives it in deep, and now he'll go to the bench. Wisconsin content to take their time in their own zone and look for a safe way out.
And you can see this is their controlled breakout right now. They have Caulfield out here trying to just get the puck in and get it deep, just like that.
That was textbook as Baker gets it down low. Crawford, though, swiftly takes it back. He'll break it out for the Irish. Up ahead for Cam Burke. Forward playing defenseman tonight. Gains the blue line. Shoots just wide. Rattles all the way around back towards center. Crosses into the Irish zone. Quickly kicked out the other way where Crawford gets to it. Mersch tried to backhand a pass that's intercepted by Crawford. Crawford looks across the ice for Stasny. He stops up, tried to send one that time for Bakic. Deflects out the other way, and the Irish have to retreat. Stasny sends one off the stick of the freshman Landon Slaggert. Ty Emberson for Wisconsin plays it for his defense mate Tyler Inamoto. They drive it into the Irish zone. St. Cyr stops it behind his own net. Rolston up ahead where Emberson is, circling his own net. Now drops it back. Landon Slaggert in a battle this time with Ryder Donovan. Owen Lindmark able to skate through center, and this puck is blown dead with less than 6 minutes left in this one. It's been a really impressive night for Beydoun, Kendall, but I think Wisconsin defensively, their structure's been really impressive.
And that's one thing head coach Tony Granato talked about, was playing together. That was something that they needed to improve on from last year, and you can tell this is a different team. This is an inspired team that wants to win and play together, and it starts with Beydoun.
It's worth mentioning, too, Wisconsin allowed nearly 4 goals a game last year, 3.8 on the season, which was dead last in the Big Ten. What a difference the offseason has made, at least here on opening night. Got a clean sheet so far, almost 55 minutes into this. Pavanka spins, holds it in, and drives it around the boards. Janicki gets there for Notre Dame. Hands it off for Lansdell. He tries to get it down low. Now he's in a battle, getting worked on by Anthony Kerr, the freshman from Wisconsin.
Notre Dame's second forward needs to get in there a little bit faster. They need puck possession. They're down 2-0 with 5 minutes left to go. They need to get the puck back when they lose it.
Figure you'll see an added sense of urgency here now from Notre Dame as the clock ticks down. Approaching 5 minutes, needing to score twice. Hellickson up ahead for Tyson. Tries to turn the corner on Vorlicki. Now he throws on the brakes. Stops up and tries to cycle it down for Steves that time. Sent out towards the line. Burke tried to pinch, and now it's a chance to break out the other way. Here comes a shot. Back to the post. Oh, it hit the left post. Stang had a chance in deep on St. Cyr, and the medal kept it out. Could have been the knockout blow for the Badgers. And instead, the score remains 2-0 right now with 4.5 to play.
And sometimes that happens, Tony. A great offensive shift for Notre Dame leads to an offensive opportunity for Wisconsin because there were tired players on the ice.
It was a great chance from Ashawn to Stang, and he just couldn't finish it. D. St. Foul drives it in deep. Stasny, first one to get there for Notre Dame. Second team preseason All Big Ten defenseman will speed out of his own zone. Carry it into the Badger end. Shoot one on net. Rebounds loose. Just outside the paint. It's cleared wide. Another drive deflects into the corner. Rolston back for Silyanov. He took a whack. Went towards the corner. Now behind the goal line. And the Badgers do get it out of their own zone.
The Badgers are playing to hang on to this lead, and Notre Dame needs to exploit that.
Another giveaway right on cue. Silyanov shoots. Beydoun makes the kick save. Puck still loose. Onto the stick of Stasny. Stasny now will carry it down low. Sends it below the goal line. Sharp angle shot that time by Silyanov. Deflects behind the net. Stasny for Silyanov. Scored it under his stick, out towards center, and cleared into the neutral zone. 3 minutes left. Wisconsin clean to that 2-0 lead.
Tony, I'm sure we'll be seeing Dylan St. Cyr head to the bench at some point soon here.
Keep an eye on one in right between the pipes. See when he vacates the net. Out towards the line. Lieberman had it hop off his skate and back towards center. Irish have to retreat. Pavanka at center. Drops it for Hellickson. Sends it ahead for Janicki. Squirts free to Lansdell. Jesse Lansdell shoots, and it's high and wide. Lieberman now drives. And the save is made.
Well, Notre Dame just all over Wisconsin here. Just a great chance by Lansdell. Baydoun makes a good save, but they got to hit the net. Right, Tony? We've been talking about it all night. You got to hit the net.
That's what Jeff Jackson said to us when we talked to him before this one. Head coach for Notre Dame said they've got to find a way to hit the net. Baydoun may have just gotten a piece of that, but he'd prefer that shot is much more on target to test the Badger goaltender, as we're going to have a timeout here. Before that chance, though, Kendall, Wisconsin had an opportunity to maybe make this a 3-0 game.
That's definitely their best scoring chance of the period. Roman Ashon made an elite level pass to Stang right there. He put a little bit of height on it, and it made it hard to knock it down. And oh, what a great chance!
A great feat, as you alluded to, with that saucer pass that Stang did well to get it on his backhand. St. Cyr really did do a good job of getting back to that post, and he just caught the outside of the iron.
And Notre Dame has done it well all night. They have great back pressure. Sometimes it's actually a little bit too much back pressure, like we saw on Wisconsin's first goal. Lansdell was in great position, but then didn't close the gap there. So they always have good back pressure. They work hard to get back, but sometimes it just doesn't work out.
So 2.5 minutes left, and the Irish have pulled the goaltender.
And no surprise to see Jacob Pavanka out here, their best face-off player.
So Pavanka will take this draw. Big face-off, wins it cleanly to Michael Graham. Irish can set up now, 6-on-5. Graham tried to send it all the way across for Steeves. Was broken up, now gets it for Lieberman. Steeves down low for Lansdell. Back for Steeves, around for Lieberman. Steeves walks his way in, goes back for Graham. Sharp angle, and it's blocked by Inamoto. Great block shot as Inamoto gave up his body. Irish still hold the puck. And now a penalty. Delayed penalty as Steeves comes on. Opportunity here if they can find a way to tap it in as it gets on net. Tyson holds it behind the net for Lansdell in the slot. Couldn't get the shot off. Now Lieberman, back door for Lansdell. Whacks at it, just goes wide into the corner. And finally, the puck is touched dead. That was an opportunity with the delayed penalty, Kendall, because at the college hockey level, if you score, the penalty still stands.
Absolutely, and that was a great play for them to keep going because Wisconsin stepped back. They were trying to get the puck as much as Notre Dame was.
Wisconsin minor penalty number 13, 2 minutes for hooking.
Tyler Inamoto makes a great block shot.
So now you'll see 6-on-4. So a real opportunity for the Irish.
And you can see the Irish are starting to move the puck east to west to get Baydoun moving east to west as well. They'll make that first save if it's north to south, but that east to west is what's hard for him.
Silyanov for Stasny. Over for Max Ellis. Ellis walks his way down, gets it for Janicki. He centered it this time for Slager. Couldn't get the shot on net. 1:20 left. 6-on-4 for the Irish. Big drive off the post. Heavy metal for Grant Silyanov. Puck below the goal line. Badgers can't find a way out. Silyanov along the wall for Stasny. 1 minute left. He'll shoot low, and it deflects wide. Ellis for Janicki. Irish need 2 goals in the final 50 seconds. Across for Ellis. He'll shoot. Never got through. S with a big block shot, and it comes out to center ice. Irish have to tag up. Now they go quick. Silyanov breaks his way in, and he hit the metal again. Silyanov quenches 2 pipes. .30 seconds left. Irish still 6-on-4 as it comes out to center, and Wisconsin can taste it now. Emerson will fire for the empty net. No icing as they're shorthanded. 10 seconds left, and the Badgers, after 8 months off, are going to open up the college hockey season with a win over Notre Dame. 2-0. The Badgers do it on opening night. And look at that. I think that is something Wisconsin has waited for 8 months to do. They swarm their goaltender. Robbie Baydunu picks up his 4th shutout of his career. What a night to bring back college hockey, Kendall.
What a night and what a great game by both of these teams. They've complied with the rules. They've earned this opportunity to play here tonight, and a lot of credit is due to everyone that made this possible.
So Wisconsin gets the win on opening night, 2-0 over Notre Dame. Thanks for watching college hockey on NBCSN, and make sure to tune in tomorrow night when these two teams play Game 2 on NBCSports.com. For Kendall Coyne Schofield and our entire talented crew here in South Bend, I'm Tony Simeone saying so long from the Compton Family Ice Arena.
Thanksgiving turkey is only served once a year because of how bland and dry it is. Arby's deep-fried turkey is only served once a year because of how flammable and complex the process is. It takes expertise, attention to when the outside crisps and the inside stays juicy. It takes a place like Arby's who is committed to meat, and a person like you who doesn't want to burn your house down for a sandwich. Arby's, we have the meat.
Did you know you can go to libertymutual.com to customize your